Let's talk about that decline in traffic, foot traffic, because I see a 1.2% decrease when it comes to the first quarter. What do you chalk that up to? And again, we're really nitpicking here because overall it was a beat and raise quarter.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And think about it in terms of a 2-year stack of same restaurant sales. We were cycling through a pretty exceptional same restaurant sales from Q1 of 2023 of 28%. So on a 2-year basis, our same restaurant sales growth was actually 30.7%. And then when you think about it on a quarter to quarter basis, our traffic accelerated from 13% in Q4 of 2023 to 17% in Q1 of 2024. And we've seen strengthening trends over the course of the year, which gave us the confidence to raise our full year outlook on our same restaurant sales guidance to 4.5% to 6.5%. So excited about the momentum we've seen in the business.
Are you seeing sort of any sort of uptake, Brett, in terms of new customers coming into CAVA, the types of customers that might have gone either to your competitors or to some of the pure play fast food restaurants like McDonald's?
Yeah, Romaine, we're seeing increased awareness across the country as we've been able to expand and people become even more aware of the benefits of eating Mediterranean cuisine. And we've seen that in greater frequency of existing guests and also attracting new guests, both from casual dining trading down and traditional fast food trading up. So when you think about some of the effects coming out the other side of the pandemic and this high inflationary period we've all lived through, consumers are really gravitating to our value proposition, where the traditional full-service dining model has been struggling to deliver that value proposition to a modern consumer. And then as prices have increased at a faster pace in traditional fast food, it's improved the relative value proposition of our healthful Mediterranean cuisine. I saw a survey the other day commissioned by LendingTree, where 78% of respondents agreed with the idea that fast food has become a luxury and has become too expensive. And so people are looking and saying, for $1 or $2 more, I can have this fresh bowl of Mediterranean cuisine at CAVA.
Well, we've definitely seen that price gap narrow big time as the prices at some of those fast food places have gone up. Your prices have gone up as well. I am curious if you intend to raise prices any further this year in 2024.
Well, we took just less than 3% in January. We have no plans to take any further price increases. And when you look historically, since the end of 2019, we have taken much less price than CPI. So CPI has grown about 18% to the end of last year, and we've only increased prices about 12%. So I think, we're always trying to reinvest in our guests, reinvest in our team members to create that long-term shareholder value and try and mitigate the inflationary pressures our guests are feeling. And we did that in California. So AB 1228, the legislation that increased minimum wage pretty significantly, many of our peers took price increases to offset some of that wage inflation. We did not pass along any expense to our guests. We leaned into those wages of our team members.
Then how do you make up for that then, Brett? I mean, at some point, if you don't compensate for that, that's going to hit your bottom line, right?
Well, we've been great at our operations, continue to leverage that robust infrastructure that we've invested in over the course of our history. Our new manufacturing facility that we opened in Verona, Virginia, back in Q1, that we make all of our fresh dips and spreads. So think that tzatziki, that crazy feta, using fresh dill, fresh cucumber, that allows us to do it not only from a quality and consistency standpoint at scale, but very cost effectively, taking that complexity out of the four walls of our restaurant and able to pass that savings along to our guests.
Brett, let's talk about expansion plans here, specifically when it comes to the time of day, because I would think I'm safe to say that most people think of CAVA as a lunch spot. But what opportunity do you see in expanding to dinner, and how do you get there?
Yeah, so actually, we have 46% of our revenue coming from our dinner occasion, and that's continued to grow over time. We're not just a place you can get lunch, we're a place you can get dinner. As I mentioned, seeing that trade down from casual dining, and we want to continue to lean into that. So there are a couple things we're doing this year to take advantage of that opportunity. One is called Project Soul. So it is a warming of our interiors. Think adding bolsters to our booths, plants, really livening it up so that our dinner guests who are already coming in feel that desire to come in even more frequently and have that great dinner occasion and connect in person. And then from a culinary standpoint, our culinary team, including my co-founders, have been working on our first new main that we're going to launch in a while here called steak, grilled steak. Next week, we launch on June 3rd. So another hearty main item that can really address that dinner occasion and that guest need at that dinner day part.